Hello, everybody, and welcome back. Yeah, today, of course, I'm going to do another grid, and if you've been following along, I have been keeping track of my performance over the past few days. So, over the past 3 days, I've had 8 out of 9 twice and 6 out of 9 once. Today, I think I can do okay. I'm going to guess maybe like 7 out of 9. And I think I can use a player that I've been waiting to use, and along with it, hopefully a fairly obscure piece of baseball history. So let's get started. Okay, so here is today's grid. Um, and let's see, we have the Dodgers, Nationals, Yankees, Twins, Diamondbacks, and 3,000 career Ks. Now, the player that I want to use should work on the Minnesota-Washington square. Instead of saving him for the end, because it should be a fairly low percentage, I'm going to do it right off the bat, because I'm worried that if I get it wrong, we'll lead up to this climactic event and it'll just fall flat. So let's see if Orlando Mercado works here. And Orlando Mercado is a catcher that would have caught for the Montreal Expos, who were the predecessor to the Washington Nationals, and the Twins, I believe. There we go, 0.01%. Okay, so we have him pictured here in his Mariners cap, which is how I remember him. He played for the Mariners for like 2 or 3 seasons, and his career lasted about 8 seasons, and he had less than 20 home runs. But what I remember is that, in the early 90s or maybe late 80s, the Mariners PR team put out these Mariner moments, 30-second bits that they would show in between innings on a commercial break. And up until Griffey, the moments were not they were not plentiful. But one of the moments that they highlighted was about Orlando Mercado. And his piece in history, I'm pretty sure I have this right, is that his very first hit as a major leaguer was a grand slam home run. And that was a first, and I believe to this day is the only time that has happened. So there you go. I got to use Orlando Mercado. That makes me very happy today. Dodgers Twins, Dodgers Diamondbacks. Yeah, those are drawn blanks. I don't remember, for example, Zach Greinke pitched for the Dodgers ever. I'm pretty sure he did pitch for the Diamondbacks for a few years, but we'll get back to that later. Let's go ahead and go with the Twins and Yankees. So a person that I know played for both teams was Chuck New Kids on Knobloch. For those who know about Knobloch's career, for the Twins, at the height of his career, he was one of the best offensive second basemen of his time, or of the couple of years where he really excelled. And then he was signed by the Yankees, drew the baseball version of the yips, where for whatever reason he couldn't throw to first base, or he made quite a few errors. And that he may have played after that, but that kind of ended his career as a prominent player, as I recall. Another player that we can go with here is Dave Winfield. Obviously, he was a great Yankee. I believe he played for the Twins towards the end of his career, and he was from Minnesota. He played for the University of Minnesota Golden Gophers, as I recall, and I think he actually pitched, maybe also hit as well. The name that I think I am going to go with here, though, is... Shoot, I was going to go with somebody else. Oh, Jim Cott. Yeah, so Cott was a great fielding pitcher, pitched for the Twins. I mean, he's a good pitcher, period. And I seem to recall that he pitched for the Yankees. So I don't think this is going to be a perfect grid. So I'm going to go ahead and play it safe. We'll go with Dave Winfield. I'm going to guess that this will be like low double digits. And I'm going to check to see if Cott played for both teams later. Dave Winfield, 3%. Okay, that's not bad. All right, so one player that can be used in multiple places is Randy Johnson. So he fits for, obviously, Arizona, New York. I'm not sure that he actually played for the Expos Major League team. He did come up through the Expos organization and was traded to the Mariners for Mark Langston. It wasn't a direct trade, as Johnson and a couple other pitchers. But that might be a potential 3,000K for Washington if he did play for the major league club for Montreal. And of course, there's a lot of New York 3,000. I shouldn't say a lot, but there's got to be multiple 3,000K pitchers for the Yankees. One of whom that I seem to recall from a previous puzzle is Phil Niekro, I believe. And I remember that kind of surprising me because, he wasn't a hard thrower, he was being a knuckleballer, but he played so long. I mean, I guess that, with so many years being a pretty good pitcher, you accumulate the strikeouts. So we'll go with Phil Niekro there. There we go. 4%. So that leaves me with, I could use Randy Johnson in this square here. Because I am having trouble thinking of a 3,000 or of a player who played for both the Yankees and the Diamondbacks. I really do need to bone up on my Diamondbacks history, as brief as that is at this current moment. Mark Gray. So I'm going to run through that in my mind a little bit while I enter my pick for Arizona, Washington. Again, not a lot of thoughts here, but I know that Patrick Corbin is a pick here. And I'm going to guess that he's going to draw at least a few other picks. He'll probably be in around 20% because he's so recent. 23%. Okay, well, it was correct. Let's see. Dodgers, 3,000 Ks. So you would think that Koufax would be here, even though he had a injury-shortened career. Drysdale, certainly. Don Sutton. I bet Don Sutton had 3,000 Ks. So we might go with Don Sutton here. We will go with Don Sutton here and see if it works. Let's see. Yeah, 22 years. So there we go, 39%. Okay, a lot of other people guessed Don Sutton too. So Twins, Dodgers. Okay, I don't have a clear name here. Two players that I have an inkling about. There'll be guesses. One being John Candelaria. He was a pitcher known for pitching mainly for the Pirates. He did pitch for the Dodgers for a few years after that. And he did bounce around to a couple of teams after the Dodgers. I think maybe the Twins might have been one of those teams. I'm like less than 50-50 on that. The other player that I thought might have ended up in Los Angeles, but started his career in the Twin Cities, is Greg Gagne. So he would have been the shortstop who would have played across from Chuck Knobloch in the 90s. And I know that, after he came up with the Twins and had some, success there, that he did get signed by at least a couple other teams. I think the Dodgers might have been one of them. But then again, I could be mistaking Greg Gagne with Eric Gagne. Same spelling, I'm quite sure. Excuse me, but, completely different players, obviously. Well, let's go ahead and just see if Greg Gagne actually did play for the Dodgers, and I wouldn't be surprised if this is wrong. Oh, Greg Gagne. Okay, there you go. Got lucky there. So let's see, Dodgers and Diamondbacks. So when in doubt with the Diamondbacks, I was thinking maybe Octavio Dotel. I'm pretty sure that he was a Diamondback star, and I don't remember him pitching with the Dodgers, but he's pitched for a lot of teams. Tony Womack might be another name to use here. Let's see, I have 3 picks left, so I could still do this. All right, we're going to go with Octavio Dotel, see if I can get lucky again. Nope. Okay. If I did, I would have closed out the Immaculate Grid with Johnson and Martinez. But as it is, I wonder if Dennis Martinez had 3,000 strikeouts. Let's see how many years Dennis Martinez played. Let's see, he played 22 years, 150. It's possible. I'm going to guess that he's kind of on the borderline there, but we'll go ahead and see if El Presidente did in fact have 3,000 strikeouts. Nope. All right. So, 6 out of 9. With my last guess, we'll go ahead and play this straight here. We'll go ahead and we'll go ahead and go with Pedro. It's going to be a popular answer. Make sure I get the right Pedro Martinez. And we'll see if Randy Johnson did in fact play any major league games with the Spos. Okay, so that was probably a big one, 30%. All right, so 7 out of 9 today. Not great, above the average. All right, so 3 pitchers. Okay, so we're guessing Scherzer, Martinez, and let's see if Randy Johnson is a third one. Randy Johnson, yep, Montreal. So he would have been the third pitcher. Zach Greinke, yeah, that would have worked for LA. Oh, that's the one. LA and Arizona. That's the most popular. Should have went with that. So I guess theoretically I could have got 9 out of 9. But yeah, I took the flyer on the LA Arizona pick, and wow, I think Don Sutton has gone up since I entered him in by like a percentage point. But in any case, 7 out of 9. That's about my average. So, yep. Well, we'll come back tomorrow for the last day that I'm going to record the score, and we'll see if I could get that Immaculate Grid. All right. Well, that's it for today. Hope you had a good grid yourself, y'all. All right. Take care.